Welcome back everybody, my name is Toby and this is the main event. We are here to do something very different today. It's not our usual list, it's not me doing any news. We are going to be doing a tier ranking and we are taking all active WWE main roster members and we are going to rate them into 5 categories, going from Hall of Fame to future endeavors, or better off, we wish them well. Obviously this can lead to a lot of debate and obviously chuck them down in the comments, that'll be mint. But as you all know, this is my opinion and my opinion alone. I'm not asking anybody else what they think. So if you've got a problem with it, I don't know, go and make your own YouTube video, I guess. But let's get over to it. So as you can see, we've got all 5 tiers here. We have Hall of Fame, main event, good mid-carder, hashtag give them a chance, and we wish them well, which is obviously future endeavors. And I'm not saying I want them out of the company, but they are probably better off out of the company. They'll probably get a better job in, I don't know, Impact or something. So let's start it off with someone I think automatically goes into the Hall of Fame, and that would be AJ Styles. Let's chuck good old AJ up there. I think he's top class. Next we have Akira Tozawa, a former Open the Dragon Gate champion, I will have you know, and now he's just kind of dwindling on the main roster. He's really just won one match this year, I think, which was against The Miz. So I think we have our first bottom tier here. I think Akira Tozawa could leave and he could go back to somewhere like Dragon Gate and he could once again be a star, which in Japan he's really well known. So I'm sorry, Akira, I don't really want you out of the company. Next we have a lovely Scott Witch. We have Alba Fire, the former Kaylee Ray. So Alba got bought up with Isla Dawn, who we'll get to later, in the 2023 draft. And she came up as one half of the NXT Women's Tag Team Champions. And all she's done is lose to Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler in a unification match. So I'm not going to say she should be out of the company because I think she's got plenty more to give. So I'm going to put her into hashtag give them a chance. Now we have Angel Garza, which I don't understand because he's actually active on NXT with his cousin Humberto. He's not active on the main roster. We all got him when he first debuted in NXT. He was fantastic with his matches with Leo Rush. But ever since the main roster came about, it's been kind of lackluster, let's be honest. So I'm actually going to put him into we wish them well. Now one half of the Street Profits and the Soup Profits, now I believe they're called. Well, no, that would mean they're a third. Silly maths. We have Angelo Dawkins. And I think Angelo Dawkins is a absolutely solid wrestler. He's not breaking ground. He's not bad. He is just solid. He's blatantly improved over the past couple of years, especially when he didn't really want Montez to be the standout, even outside of kayfabe. A good place for Angelo is in good mid-carder. Now, Apollo Crews. I think he could do well with the right storyline. So I'm going to put Apollo in to give them a chance, which then leads to someone I don't want to say shouldn't be in the company, but should be training somewhere else, whether it's in NXT, whether it's in an indie fed, but that is Ashante Theodonis, 1/3 of Hit Row. I am going to put this guy straight into We Wish Them Well. I don't think they should have been brought back without the consideration of Swerve coming back, but obviously he was doing stuff in AEW. Now, a woman who will definitely be going in the Hall of Fame because she's fantastic, Asuka. She is phenomenal in the ring. Her character work is brilliant. But they've never really pulled the trigger on Kana, have they? I called her Kana. That is her old name. I don't really have much else to say about Asuka. Yeah, let's put it straight in Hall of Fame. And now Austin Theory. I think if you've seen any of my lists before where I've mentioned Theory, if you watch him in any form of interview, the guy himself is full of charisma. He could go over as an amazing babyface, but I think they've leaned him too far heel and made him such a detestable person. It would be relatively hard to make him a face. I don't want to see him be sent on his way because I do think he has a lot to give if he is treated right. I'm going to put Theory in give them a chance. Now we have B-Fab. I'm not going to talk much on this one because once again, it's another person from Hit Row who let's be honest, is not going to really be going anywhere. So B-Fab will be joining Ashante in We Wish Them Well. Bailey is next, and this should have been a Hall of Fame pick. She's not even the main part of Damage Control, yet she is arguably the leader of the group. But this is Bailey, and if you strap a rocket to her, she will fly to the moon. They just need to buy that rocket. So Bailey will be going to give them a chance also. Next, we have the man, Becky Lynch, the current NXT Women's Champion, yet she's still on the main roster because, you know, she's the man. This is an obvious Hall of Fame pick again. I don't really need to go through her credentials. If you're watching this, you blatantly know who Becky Lynch is. I would be really shocked if you didn't. Hall of Fame, put her up there with AJ and Asuka. Bianca Belair is next, and I would have put her in the Hall of Fame if that women's title run we've just come out of didn't last so long. It got ridiculously boring. She's been treated like John Cena in so many ways. I don't think it's Hall of Fame yet. I think main event is a fair spot. We now have Bobby Lashley, who I think is incredible. I think he was brilliant in his original run. He has shown that he should not be messed with, and his first WWE title reign was great. I think Bobby goes in Hall of Fame. I think he is that good. Big boy Braun Strowman is next, and it's not going so well. Like, obviously he is out injured right now, so there's not much you can really do with him, but when he returned, we thought, oh, this guy is going to be a big deal. And because he said some dodgy words on Twitter, he was instantly thrown into a tag team with Ricochet, which was great, but because of the injury, never really went anywhere. I think maybe give him a chance to prove himself once more before his career may be cut short. We don't know. Big Cheese Block Lesnar is next, and he is obviously a Hall of Famer. I would argue he is in the top 3 in the company. I think, really, to be honest, he's in my top 10 wrestlers of all time. I love Brock Lesnar. Now we have Bronson Reed, and let's go back to one of my original videos, if not the original video. The guy who beat Okada obviously started off really slowly, and then now he's starting to be shown as this really cool guy in his suit and his sunglasses. He looks pretty suave. I don't think he's given him a chance. I think he's a solid mid-carder. You know, I think he will grow because people are starting to get behind him. I don't think a chance is needed. I think he's going to organically grow. I don't think he has to be forced into a story. Now we have 1/3 of the Brawling Brutes. We have the former Pete Dunne, should be his name, Butch. And Butch is a phenomenal wrestler. There is no question about that. For his age, he is absolutely brilliant. I think we need to give him a chance because he is gonna be a star one day. Cameron Grimes, they've done dirty. They've done dirty again. He had a great win over Corbin. He had more great quick wins, and then they did absolutely nothing with him. I think we give him a chance. I think a lot of people are going to go and give them a chance, and I know that's really hard to do because there's so many people on this roster. I clocked in about 112 people we are doing today. Candice LeRae. I don't think she should have come back. Could be a star in any indie company. She was originally. I think I'm gonna put her in We Wish Them Well, as I am the next person. I think Cedric Alexander's been done dirty. He's basically been relegated to main event, so I think he should go somewhere else. Impact or GCW, I think would be awesome with him. So I'm sorry, Cedric. We wish them well. Chad Gable, based on this run alone, currently with Gunther, he would be in the Hall of Fame, but I don't think it's Hall of Fame yet. I do think he will beat Gunther in the end. It's not going to be anytime soon, but he will be the guy. They have built him so much to be the guy, and I don't think there is anyone, minus probably Cody, who is that over, who could beat someone like Gunther. So I'm gonna put Chad in main event right now because he's definitely better than a good mid-carder. Next one to Charlotte Flair. I don't really need to say much here, do I? She is a guaranteed Hall of Famer. She's probably one of the best wrestlers in the company. Chelsea Green is next. I think Chelsea Green has been phenomenal on her run since she came back to the company. I think the whole Karen gimmick is brilliant. I don't think she needs to be given a chance because she's taking every chance she has been given. I'm going to put her in good mid-carder. I do think she has the ability to get higher as well. I think she's great. Cody Rhodes now, Hall of Fame. easy. Now we get to the first member of the LWO. We have Cruz del Toro. I think they're going to have to go in good mid-card because we don't have good jobber on the list. And I don't think you need to give them a chance because they do what they're there to do, really. So good mid-card. Now we have Dakota Kai, who I think is a standout in the whole of Damage Control. I think she's severely underrated. She was fantastic in NXT in all of her ways. I do think she needs to be given that chance to break out from the group, really, like EO has. Yeah, let's put her and give them a chance. First member of Judgment Day now. We have Mr. Senor Money in the Bank. And now tag team champion, Damian Priest. I think he's in main event. I really do. I think he has been absolutely solid since the Judgment Day became a thing. Dexter Lumis, I've never been a fan of the guy. I think he would be so much better in indies, so I'm going to chuck him in. We wish them well. Dolph Ziggler, he's solid. He's a good worker. I mean, he does his job. He comes in, he puts talent over. He's a good mid-carder. Let's just chuck him in there. Now we're on to Dominic Mysterio. This guy is so over. I think he's phenomenal. I don't think he's got main event career right now. I think he's a really good mid-carder with the ability to go to the main event. Drew McIntyre now, the Scottish psychopath. I think he's got a Hall of Fame career now. Edge, he's a Hall of Famer. Where does he go? Up there. Plus, I don't think he's in the company anymore. So another one who's apparently not really on the roster anymore. We have Elias. Apparently he doesn't have a contract anymore. He would be a top star in an indie company. So I'm going to put him in. We wish them well. Now for the first of Pretty Deadly, we have Elton Prince, who is both members of Pretty Deadly are going to end up in the same spot. I think they are good mid-carders. I don't think they need a chance because they have really just shown up on the main roster after being murdered. But I'm going to chuck Elton Prince into good mid-carder. Emma, don't think she should have come back. I think she did fantastic work as Tennille Dashwood in Impact. I'd love to see her go back there, so I'm going to put her in. We wish them well. Now we have Eric of the Viking Raiders. I think these are just good mid-carders. I don't think they need a chance anymore. They have proven themselves over time, but they're not going to be that main event level, so a good mid-carder, yes. Next is Finn Balor, and originally I would have said a Hall of Fame career. I mean, his NXT runs themselves could be Hall of Fame worthy. They were fantastic. The best thing he has done has been this work with the Judgment Day and going to put the guy in the main event. Now Giovanni Vinci from Imperium. So I think Giovanni's going in. Give them a chance. Grayson Waller, he has proven himself in the ring with Edge. He was really good. He's great on the mic, even though he's never really had much to do since coming to the main roster. I don't think he really needs a chance because he's getting chance after chance. So yeah, good mid-carder. I think he has room to grow. Now we have Gunther, who's only been active on the main roster since about May last year. He's got a Hall of Fame career already. I mean, he's the longest reigning Intercontinental Champion. Let's chuck him in Hall of Fame next to Edge right there. Humberto Carrillo can go alongside his cousin. He can go into We Wish Them Well. Indy Hartwell is next, and she was brought up in the 2023 draft when she was actually the NXT Women's Champion. I think she's had like one match. I could be wrong. I think she deserves a chance. I think she's really good. So let's put Indy and give them a chance. Isla Dawn is someone who'll go alongside Alba Fire and give them a chance because she's another talent that I think hasn't really had a moment on the main roster. She just lost the titles to Ronda and Shayna. Ivar from the Viking Raiders, he can go alongside Eric. He can go into good mid-card because just like Eric, he just holds it up. WWE Women's Champion Io Sky is next, and I think she's one of the best women on the roster. I think she goes in main event. I think she's been absolutely class. JD McDonough's now, and even though I know a load of people don't really want him to be in the main roster because, you know, you don't want to Google the guy, I think he deserves to go and give them a chance. Jey Uso is going to stand over his twin. I think Jey Uso deserves to go in the main event. He's obviously main event Jey Uso. And yeah, now he's gone to Raw. He has the chance to win a couple of singles titles and really build that Hall of Fame career. I think he's getting one anyway, but I think at the moment solo, it's main event. But the same can't be said for Jimmy. I think they have no idea what to do with the guy, hence why he turns on the bloodline, and then a couple of months later, he's back with him. I think Jimmy goes in good mid-carder. Now we have former WWE champion, I can't believe I'm saying that, Jinder Mahal. I'm going to add him to We Wish Them Well. Whackin' Wild now, another member of the LWO. I'm going to put him alongside Cruz del Toro. He's going to be going in good mid-carder because he knows his job and he does it well. Oh, Johnny Gargano's now. I'm in two minds about this. It's either give them a chance because I really want to see that DIY run, or I wanted to see him go somewhere else where he will actually be used. I'm going to take the stab and put him in We Wish Them Well, because he'd be so much better somewhere else. Carl Anderson of the OC, or Good Brothers if you know their indie stuff. He's going in the middle. Carrion Cross. Oh, what hopes we had for you. Oh, how boring you have been. So unfortunately, Cross, I love your gimmick, but we wish them well. Kaden Carter and Katana Chance next. We're going to move both of these together because they're right next to each other on my list. We are going to put these two and give them a chance. Should be challenging for the women's tag titles. Kevin Owens, Hall of Fame career. The second member of Pretty Deadly, Kit Wilson. I think he is obviously going to be going in good mid-carder as well, because we haven't seen much of him as a solo star, but with Elton, they're really good mid-carders. Kofi Kingston, I think he's a mid-carder now, you know? I think he's awesome, fantastic in the ring, had a really good career. Yeah, he's a solid mid-carder. That's where the New Day are now. And now LA Knight. It's not Hall of Fame career yet. I'm going to put him in main event because I think he's an absolute star, but he's not really hit that big time yet. He's just over. Liv Morgan, I think she should go and give them a chance. There was a time I would have had her in here before, and then she did win the women's title, beating Ronda, and then had an awful run. I'm gonna put her back and give them a chance, I think. Logan Paul. I'd love to put this guy in We Wish Them Well, but he's bloody good, isn't he? Main event, nah. Let's put him in good mid-carder, because I don't think he's the best. Ludwig Kaiser can also go in, give them a chance. I think he's been done dirty like Giovanni. Luke Gallows, obviously like Carl Anderson, I think he is a solid mid-carder, and I think that is the perfect place for them, so let them go there. Marseille and Mansoir next, and these guys should have a lot more, but they were rudely taken from us when Maxine left them to join the Alpha Academy. I think we give them a chance. I think we give them a good repackage, redo the gimmick a bit, and yeah, we give them a chance. Riddle. I don't think he deserves a chance because he gets chance after chance. And since he came back from suspension, let's be honest, they don't trust him as much as they used to. I think he'd do better going back and doing indie runs. I'm going to put Riddle in We Wish Them Well. I think he might slightly become a liability over the time. Maxine Dupree, I think she's a great mid-carder. I think she's been absolutely solid since joining Chad and Otis in Alpha Academy. She's great fun. Mia Yim, or Michin, she hasn't really had many matches since coming back to WWE. I think we give her a chance because she is underrated. This is the first time I'm actually going to probably be splitting where a tag team is, because next we have Montez Ford. And let's be honest, in the Street Profits, he is the better member. He is a once-in-a-generational talent, kind of. There's probably about 7 of him in this generation. But he can talk the talk, he's got the moves, he looks like a star. I'm going to put the guy in the main event because I think he holds up. Natalia, easy. Good mid-carder. She's held it together for that long and she makes everyone look good. Now we have someone who has only been back in the company for 1 week at the time of recording. We have Nia Jax. So if I based it off the 1 week, it would be give them a chance, because I think you should. I'm going to put Nia and give them a chance. Nikki Cross, I think she could do better on the indies now. Countless dates and make a lot of money for it. I think that suits more. Odyssey Jones next. Forgot he was called up, and I made this list. I think you send him on his future endeavors, unfortunately. If you're not going to use him, just either send him back to NXT or just let him go somewhere else. Omos, this is the definition of a good mid-carder. He's had some good matches, whether it was with Rollins, whether it was with Lesnar, but he is a great mid-carder. Otis is next, and he's not hit the levels that Chad has. Chad has been the breakout performer of Alpha Academy, yet Otis is a star. So I'm going to put him in mid-carder. Piper Niven is another one that deserves to go in good mid-carder. I mean, now she's one half of the Women's Tag Team Champions because, you know, she said she was. So I'm going to put her in good mid-carder. Now for one you guys might not like. Raquel Rodriguez. I think good mid-carder. I don't think she's a main event player on the main roster. I don't think she holds a hand up to half of the women. And her gimmick is her back. And it's a very normal back. Oh. Next is Rey Mysterio, current United States champion. Don't really need to say much. He already is a Hall of Famer, so he goes up top. Now we have Mami. I'm going to go out on a limb and say this is a Hall of Fame, I think she's wonderful. Yeah, she's only had like 4 or 5 matches since winning the women's title, but everything else she does is just gold, and it's sports entertainment. So Rhea, you can go up there. Rick Boogs, unfortunately, this guy really hasn't hit it off. Like, he had a great run with Nakamura in the tag team, unfortunately got injured at WrestleMania. I think he would be a great attraction on the indie scene, so I'm going to say we wish them well. Ricochet now, good mid-carder. Riddick Moss, we wish you well, my friend. Now, good old Yorkshire lad, Ridge Holland. I think he deserves to go in good mid-carder. I don't think he needs a chance, because usually when Ridge has a chance, he bottles it or injures or gets injured. So I'm just going to chuck him in good mid-carder. Roman Reigns, he goes in the Hall of Fame. Ronda Rousey, technically not there anymore, apparently. I would say this current run of Ronda's has been absolutely awful. Nah, really bad. I would say we wish them well. Good luck in UFC, Ronda, if you do go back. Sami Zayn, he's in the main event easily. I don't think it's a Hall of Fame career yet. If you compare him to Kevin Owens has been that over for so long, whereas Sami kind of dwindled in the mid-card for such a long time. I would say main event. I think you can main event any show. Sanga, yeah, they're there, but I'm gonna put them in we wish them well. Santos Escobar should be given a chance. We thought we had the chance because he beat Rey Mysterio, yes, by injury. When he went to face Austin Theory for the US title, was just taken out of the match. So I'm going to put Santos in give them a chance. PWI 500's #1 pick, Seth Rollins. He's got a Hall of Fame career. He's been absolutely solid ever since he showed up in NXT. Shayna Baszler, I think she's being given a chance now, but I'm going to put her in give them a chance. Now Ronda's gone, make her the MMA girl. In her match with Ronda, which was crap, she was great good. She's untapped potential. We all saw what she was like on NXT, and she can definitely do that again now Triple H is in charge. Just let her bloody well do it. Sheamus, Hall of Fame career. He's had a resurgence over the past year, 2 years. Every match he's had, like he said, has been a banger. Shelty B, I think he's a good mid-carder. He's one of the best wrestlers in the company, but he's not been utilised that way, has he? Nakamura, main event easy. He's been main event for so long, but they've just never known how to write him. Literally just ask any of the New Japan guys. Go, could I have some advice on Nakamura, please? Shotzi, I think, give her a chance. She is getting one now with Bailey, but, you know, give her a bigger chance. A bigger one. Solo Sikoa doesn't need a chance because he gets one all the time. He's only lost like 2 or 3, well, 2 singles matches, I think, maybe 3. I'd put Solo in main event. I'm taking that big ball move. Sonya Deville, good mid-carder. It's a shame she's injured because obviously she just won the tag titles with Chelsea. Good mid-carder. She's solid as a rock. Great character work. Tamina, I love her, but I wish her well because she does not get treated right. And the same goes for the next entry, Tegan Knox. I was buzzing she returned, and they've done absolutely bugger all. Let her go somewhere else and thrive. The Miz, good mid-carder, not main event, not Hall of Fame. Actually, yeah, I'm going to put The Miz in Hall of Fame because he does, no, mid-carder. He's a good mid-carder. Tommaso Ciampa, give the lad a chance. Please. Top Dollar, you know my feelings on Hit Row. We wish them well. Trish Stratus, she is our Hall of Famer. Let's put her up there. Valhalla, not a good mid-carder. I don't want to give her a chance because I think Sarah Logan wasn't that good when she was here originally, and I don't think she's that impressive right now. I think we wish them well. And now we're coming to Veer. Pun intended. I might put him with Sanga and Jinder. I don't get it. They've tried so many times and it's never worked out. Now for Stealing Cultaholics line. Come Tuesday, Von Wagner, who has been featured more in NXT, getting his head pounded in by Bron Breakker. He's a free agent and classed as active main roster. I mean, he's done nothing on the main roster, so I guess give them a chance because he's really got better in NXT, hasn't he? Xavier Woods, good mid-carder, great lad. Xia Li, she's been on the main roster for a good while, but she has done absolutely nothing of note. We wish them well. I'm sorry, Xia. And next is Zion Quinn. I don't even think I've seen this guy wrestle. He might have been in a battle royal, and I don't remember it. We wish them well. Zelina Vega's going to give them a chance. I know she's had chances, but I think they need to capitalize on it. I think they need a big, long-running storyline instead of, I'm challenging for the title. Now I'm just supporting the guys that I'm in a team with. love. And finally, Zoe Stark. She has been phenomenal since coming up. Her work with Trish Stratus, amazing. Don't think it's main event yet. I think it's good mid-carder. The rate she's going, wow. And that is the tier list altogether. What did you think of it? Have you got some problems? Do you think, oh, you put that one there, that's rate silly, I wouldn't have done that? Leave it down in the comments. I'll make, like I said before, make a YouTube video. I mean, they're pretty fun to do. Yeah, leave down in the comments what you think. Is it a good list for you? Is it not? Do you agree? Do you not? You know. Also remember to hit the like button and hit the subscribe button. We're on our way to 1,000 right now, and I'd love to have you along with us on this journey. But that has been my active WWE main roster member ranked list. That was long. And thank you for watching. I've been Toby King, and I'll see you in the main event.